Balanced Essentials is an Australian aromatherapy company devoted to health and well-being, using the highest quality therapeutic essential oils in its all-natural product range. Each oil is subjected to quality control procedures to ensure scientific evidence of its properties. This unique collection, superbly presented, describe the effect on the mind and relate to an energy center of the body. Beautiful blends that will uplift, calm, focus your awareness are vital for your skin and will inspire you. The inclusion of crystals to promote and amplify the properties of the products support results that offer a profound and beneficial approach to health and well-being. Take a deep breath. Now sit back and relax. Awaken your senses with Balanced Essentials.
A huge welcome to you. My name's Nikki V. You're watching UTV. Now, we all hit that moment, I think, where you think, you know what, enough is enough. The tension's too much, the sleep is not deep, and every joint just seems to protest. Do you ever feel like that? But what if you could press reset and do it naturally with plant power that absolutely has stood the test of time? Now, your body is always talking to you in some way, whether it's a tightness across your shoulders, that deep ache in your hip that you might have, or even that pounding head when life just gets too loud. The body never ever lies. But what if you had a way that you could just gently ease all of that tension, naturally, instantly, and without chemicals? That is what Balanced Essentials is all about. Welcome. Now, we've got a fantastic deal for you today, and I want to introduce you straight away before we meet our wonderful guest, Cheryl. Now, today, your opportunity is the famous Balanced Essentials Be Relieved Be Sport Twin Pack. Now, ordinarily, this would be $139. Today, it is $119. You get your free delivery. You get your 30 days to try it with that 30-day money-back guarantee. But as a special add-on, because it has been so popular, I have been told, is the Be Aware. Now, the Be Aware that you're seeing on the screen there will come to you as a gift from Cheryl, a gift with purchase. That is normally valued around $35. And stick with us until the last maybe 10, 15 minutes of the show, and you'll find out exactly how powerful that is as a gift, as an add-on, and how blessed we are. Go to aroma.com.au, 1-800-836-826. Now, at the end of the day, pain is a massive issue, particularly for us here in Australia. Millions of us are in pain every day. But the thing is, nobody actually deserves to be in pain. Your quality of life, it's not just, I don't know, it has to have to be the pain and you have to put up with it. And so many people have given up hope, thinking it's their new normal. But my friend sitting next to me, the lovely Cheryl, she's somebody who's been listening to people's bodies for absolutely decades, and she's been helping with them in this issue. In this hour, we're going to focus on two of her issues from the range, Be Relieved and Be Sport. Both work together, both backed by science, listed by that government agency. And I just want to say right now, this hour could be life-changing for any of you sat at home. Welcome back, my love. Welcome back.
Thank you, Nikki. It's lovely to be here.
Thank you. And I'm so excited as well that you've added the Be Aware into the show again, because it has been hugely popular.
The whole set was very, very popular. I had to remanufacture some more of the Be Aware. But because it had gone so well, we had a lot of feedback. I thought, no, it's well worth doing it. As you know, it's they're very well discounted. It's an incredible offer.
Yeah.
But for people learning about aromatherapy too, it was just such a great add-on.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Now, we are going to get into it. Why did you create both Be Relieved and Be Sport?
I started off, I wanted to have something that was one of the most versatile pain relief products, and that's where Be Relieved came from that. Be Sport became a stimulating pain relief, which I was asked by a football club to actually have something for them, and that did incredibly well. And it then became, for me, it's part of my range, really we called it the AM PM pack. We had the AM being Be Sport, stimulating pain relief, and Be Relieved was for night time, or really any time during the day, but especially for night, for helping people to sleep and recover from their injuries.
And I just want to clarify here, excuse me, I'm a big talker of pain, and I'm a big, I like to discuss pain, and the reason I like to discuss it is because I have been through immense pain in my life after accidents and injuries and other stuff. So I look at pain as, how can I look at the body holistically? How can I, we do many different shows here that help us with certain ailments here on the network because we love to help people. Whether it's, you prefer taking a capsule for that, or you prefer to rub something on your body to get that, 3 to 5 minute almost immediate feel and effect.
Well,
there's something for everybody, and we don't just have to narrow ourselves down to one thing.
No,
we have an arsenal.
That's the holistic approach. It's using everything that your body needs to continue to be well and to help you. And one of the good things about aromatherapy and essential oils is that it's really very immediate. So whilst you're looking at changing your diet, taking other things, increasing your vitamins and minerals, you've got something that works within 3 to 5 minutes,
like
will
your first
help
aid
you,
kit.
like a first aid kit. And because it's so versatile, it helps you in many different ways, helps get you through all the different ways, and you can go from there happily concentrating on other things because you have that focus again, and you're not as depressed or anxious.
It gives you that breathing space. Now, it's your first response, the Be Relieved. It's not your last resort. I think we always say that, not just for pain, but for tension and tightness and all of those things.
Cuts, scratches, minor burns, all sorts of things. It's one of the most versatile. There are so many things it can do. So it's really your go-to for anything. You can put it anywhere on the body, which is quite unique. And that's one thing people love about it. If they fall over, they have it for injury. It can help with the swelling. So if you're on your way to hospital, at least you've got a way of actually getting the inflammation down. So once you're in the hospital there, you're in a lot better position to go through, and you're not feeling the pain when you have to wait for a very long time to be seen in hospital.
Exactly. So it is analgesic, anti-inflammatory, anti-spasmodic and antimicrobial. But listen, we could just sit here and chat all day about this. It's about the real results, the people, you at home. We have got 4 testimonials that I want to share with you, and these are real people. I mean, Cheryl's probably got tens of thousands. I've seen all of her files taken up the wall in her studio. It's incredible, the thousands that she's had. Now, this one is from Esther. Thank you so much for this outstanding oil. I live in chronic pain and I'm overjoyed to have seen this on TV and tried it. I'm telling others who are in pain about it, as its relief is beyond anything else I have ever tried. Thank you so much for creating it. This is just a sample. Next we have John. John suffered from chronic arthritis for many years, and in that time he thinks he's tried every product known to man. He came sceptical over time. But however, he actually discovered Be Relieved, and he felt that he could have saved himself a lot of pain and misery if he'd have tried it earlier on, and that's a man. And I always say that men are the last to come and talk about their pain and give something a good review. Yes. Christine says, your product's amazing. I've got pain in my hips that, it can wake me up at night. But both Be Relieved and Be Sport work so well in relieving this pain that I don't need to take pain medication. I'm loving the Sport oil. I recently had an operation on my ankle and my hips, all were out due to the cast, and the Sport oil removed the pain immediately. It was amazing. And finally, We've got one more, and this is Robert. I've just received my order and very pleased with the results. I have 2 hammer fingers, 1 in each hand. Relief within a few hours. Now, obviously, all results vary, but I have seen tens of thousands of these physical emails with a common theme. It works. But I want you to jump on the phone right now or the email right now and grab this. Cheryl had to remanufacture with the Be Aware as the add-on because it was so popular. It struck a chord. Now, I want to get Cheryl's opinion on chronic pain because chronic pain is a pain that is long-term, long-lasting. It's not like I just bash my hand and, you know, break a bone and it's cute. This is something that you're living with. Thinking about things like reduced mobility, how that affects people.
Oh, I think it affects them because they feel they can't do anything anymore. They find that their feet might feel like concrete. They might have to use a walker. They might have to be careful what they do, that they don't trip over. It affects them in so many different ways, and of course it's the pain. But the depression, the anxiety that actually comes from that is one of the saddest things, because the more you feel down, the more you feel anxious,
the more you're going to feel your pain.
The more you're going to feel the pain, and that's been proven in many different studies, and you're going to actually feel miserable at the time. So you've got no hope, and you think to yourself, every single day will be exactly like the day before. So to be able to relieve that, to me, was one of the most amazing things that essential oils could do, and I just love the fact that, especially these products, because they're very complex blends, they are different than a lot of others out there. They have many different conditions that they can help.
Well, you're actually assisting people with their ability to engage in life again. Because I know when I was going through chronic pain, I was a hermit. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't believe in myself. I had anxiety. And that, you know, had a roll-on effect. But you're giving people this opportunity. And even, you know, socially, chronic pain can strain relationships and things like that.
Well, it can. If you've got a partner that is all the time in bed, you haven't got a great relationship there if they're not, you know, participating with the family and being healthy and happy. And I know I've had one particular lady who spent a lot of time like that. And then she was able to go out and actually go to the park again. And the difference it made to her life, to her relationships, was absolutely incredible. And it just feels so good to be able to show people that aromatherapy applied on the skin can do that for you.
And we've got the evidence to back this up shortly, literal evidence, we can see it. But let's have a look at what Be Relief will relieve you from. If you have those muscular aches and pains, perhaps that mild arthritis, any cuts, scratches, minor skin wounds, minor burns, bruise, pain and swelling, period pain and PMT, digestive spasms and discomfort, headache, stress and mild anxiety, mild acne, sleeplessness. I mean, it's just so broad spectrum. It's very, very powerful. So think about your back pain, your neck and shoulder tension. You need assisting with relaxing to sleep. You've got the headaches, or maybe you're a carer, you're caring for a loved one, and everything that goes with that. You will come to love Be Relieved, and it will be part of your daily routine. Now, when I say we're not going to look at the vision yet, I think we're actually going to look at something else in a moment. But it is, people who are carers often get forgotten about, don't they?
They do, and we have a lot more these days, a lot more people that are suffering out there, and they need help, they need care. And if you're involved in that, it's exhausting after a while, and it's really nice for them to actually know they can use something too, because they're often on their feet, they're bending over, and it's very difficult for them.
Okay, so think about it. How is your back feeling? And how is your neck and shoulder tension? I often think about, you know, people looking after babies or bending over and things like that, on truck drivers and things. I mean, you must have heard a load of stories.
I've heard many different stories, and I've been very lucky to actually have that. I mean, it's when you're looking at something that's analgesic, it's anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial. It works in many different ways. And it's just wonderful to actually have the benefit of so many different things, because you can apply it anywhere on the body. Even if you've got problems with your ears, you can put some drops in your ears. You can put it anywhere there. And a lot of people use it at night time to help them sleep, because it does have a lot of those oils that actually help you go to sleep and to sleep better.
1-800-836-826 is the number to dial. Aroma.com.au, $119. Down from $139, but you're also getting your free gift of the Be Aware, and that is valued at $35. And we'll be talking about the Be Aware shortly. Go to the number on your screen or go to the website. Thank you.
Pain doesn't just slow us down, it steals our joy. It keeps us from doing what we love, from moving freely, from feeling like ourselves. But what if you could take back control? What if relief was just a few drops away? Introducing Be Relieved and Be Sport. Powerful, fast-acting and completely natural pain relief solutions that work where you need them most. These blends aren't just soothing, they're backed by science. Traditionally used in aromatherapy, these essential oils have anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic and analgesic properties that help reduce pain, ease muscle tension and support faster recovery. Without pills, without side effects, without waiting. And here's the proof. Thermal imaging technology shows exactly how these blends penetrate deep into the muscles and joints, increasing circulation, boosting oxygen flow, and helping your body heal itself, naturally and effectively. You can actually see the difference. Apply directly to the area where you feel pain. No waiting, no guessing, fast-acting drug-free relief. Because your body deserves better. It supports your body's natural healing ability so you can keep moving, keep living, keep doing what you love. This is for anyone tired of living with daily aches and discomfort. If you're looking for real relief that's fast, effective and natural, this is it. Right now, for a limited time, we have an exclusive deal just for our viewers. Call now or visit the website to order. But hurry, because stock is running low. Call now. Don't let pain control your life. Take back your movement, take back your freedom, and experience the power of scientifically backed natural relief today. Balanced Essentials, because you deserve to move freely, live fully, and feel your best naturally.
Live fully, feel your best naturally, and I think that encompasses what we're talking about here. So we've been talking about the Be Relieved, and we're going to have a look at some more vision in a moment. You saw in that clip there was something called thermal imaging. Now, when we talk about the fact that Cheryl got this listed with that government agency, which was huge at the time, there had to be some kind of empirical or evidential research to back that up, and you came up with the thermal imaging.
Well, that was one of the things I was lucky enough that I could use to support the fact that the product could work. And thermal imaging is quite an amazing thing, because there is no disputing how it does work. It can show you the before and after. And it all came together with all the research that you knew already about essential oils and what they have done for thousands of years. And,
but that's kind of like university research level, isn't it, into something like this? It's huge.
At the time, people couldn't believe that it would actually affect the bowel, that it would go in and be absorbed and change the bowel. And a lot of people were saying, no, that can't be done. We were able to show with our thermal imaging, and I know we were one of the first to actually do that, that the bowel does change within 3 to 5 minutes. You can see it go out of spasm, you can see it relax. And that was an exciting time because, people did not believe that you could rub something onto your tummy and it would have an impact that quick.
Yeah, like 3 to 5 minutes. Incredible if you have those irritable issues down there or any gut issues or premenstrual cramps. Now, the lady that actually did this, she's big in this field. Tell us about her, because we're going to have a look at her in shortly.
Pauline Rose is a thermographer and she had been a nurse, highly trained, very, very knowledgeable woman, and that was where I was able to go to get the thermal imaging done.
Okay, so are you ready? Should we have a look at Pauline in action? Dial the number on your screen or go to the website. In the meantime, take a look at this.
Just relax, Susan. We'll just take the image now.
Nurse and thermographer Pauline Rose did clinical trials on the product.
Digital infrared thermal imaging is well known for visualising pain. It's the only method you've got for that. So you can see there's a major area of inflammation here, and in the core of that you've got what we call white hot. Well, I was very surprised at how quickly it worked, and I was also surprised because we had a wide range of people with different problems, and the types of things I was hearing them say about, how much better they felt. And that's you, about 5 minutes later. So that's a really big change. You feel better?
Change,
Yeah.
It's incredible, isn't it? There it is, evidence before your very eyes. Now, that is one half of this very powerful pack. We're now going to talk about B-Sport. Okay, Cheryl, why was it made and what's it for?
Well, it was originally made to help with pain, with muscular aches and pains, stress muscles, and to also keep you focused. And so it came about. I was asked by a football club to actually make it. And that became something really, really popular there, and it just went from there. So I added it to the range. And what I then had was something you could use during the daytime that also would wake you up a lot and keep you focused. A little bit better for anything if you have problems with feet, neuropathy, with circulation. It's a little bit better than the Be Relieved with that.
I've had a lot of people, or not a lot, I mean, I'll say a couple of people I know that have got diabetes that have used this because they have that... they use it every night because they have that thing on their feet where it just, it's numb.
It's very numb. And so that's ideal for that. Even though you can use the Be Relieved, B-Sport's a little bit better at that. So you really have, in the beginning, I think people could try to use the Be Relieved and the B-Sport. You're getting one of each to know which one works the best for you. Everybody's different. Everyone will react differently to anything that they take. So therefore you've got the choice of both to see which one works the best, one more stimulating than the other.
But essentially we do need both.
Well, essentially you need both, but in the end a lot of people will choose which one they like too, and it can be based on the smell. One is a little bit stronger in smell, which is the B-Sport, and of course the Be Relieved's a very calming smell.
And what's the difference in oils with them?
Oh, there are 13 ingredients, so there's a huge amount, but you've got a lot more of the stimulating oils, the rosemary, the basil, a lot more stimulating oils in the B-Sport.
Interesting.
And it's ideal for sports people too.
Yeah.
Or just to get you up in the morning to get you going. You might have arthritis and you want to go about your shopping, you want to go about walking. You've got something you can use straight away to get you going.
So, mobility, your knees, your hip, your back. I'm thinking, gardening, things like that.
Oh, gardening, yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. So this is why we need the two. Now, Cheryl, can you explain to me the significance of these products being listed with that government agency?
Well, it's a very hard process to go through with a product, and if you have something, you can't really go out there and say anything about it unless you have it listed. Even wellness is a listable claim, so if you have something natural that promotes wellness, that's something you can't use until you get it listed. Now, mine, I wanted to be able to have them as something that was so versatile, for cuts, for scratches, for minor burns, for muscular aches and pains, all sorts of things. Therefore, all of those had to be proven, had to have the evidence to actually back it up and to go through the whole process because they were in the same category as Panadol and Nurofen.
I mean, at the end of the day, these are not just your Joe Blogg's aromatherapy oils. These are therapeutic grade oils. These are top shelf.
They are therapeutic grade oils, and it's very different from most products. I don't know any other products as complex as these are. They have 13 ingredients. So you have 11 essential oils, and they're blended in a base because most essential oils are very, very strong. You don't need to have them that strong to be on the skin. So they're blended in sweet almond, macadamia and wheat germ oils, which support the skin, help with any scarring, wrinkles, anything like that too, as well as allowing the essential oils to be absorbed into the skin.
Fantastic. I just love nature. Now, we're talking about the B Sport. This is something that is warming, it's restorative. We can actually show you again with thermal imaging how it played out. Now, we're looking at somebody who has a very, 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 very sore back on the left. Talk us through the difference between the left and the right, Cheryl.
Well, if you're looking at that, you have the white hot areas, which are the most painful areas, followed by red, followed by orange. And within 3 to 5 minutes of application, you can see the changes. You can see there's minimal white hot areas. Everything's been reduced, and that person is not in the same pain that they were in previously to
I'm
that.
looking at the picture on the left and I'm just imagining what they're feeling right now with all of that white hot. You can see it over the shoulders.
Yeah.
Cheryl, I'm feeling it almost go up the back of my neck and into my head and giving me a migraine or a headache. That's how bad that pain looks.
That's how bad it can be because it's all connected. If you've got pain in your shoulders, in your upper back, you'll find that it can give you migraine and headaches. Also too, it helped with anywhere down in the spine. You can see the white area going down.
And here we go. It will help with your muscular aches and pains and stiffness and your mild joint pain. You've got muscle cramps, arthritis, rheumatic pains and aches, bruise pain and swelling, cold hands and feet. Think about your peripheral circulation. What about your stress and anxiety? That's interesting. Tiredness and fatigue. Stress and anxiety.
Well, that's in both the products. That was an important part because stress and anxiety can cause you to feel really tired. It can really change the outcome of any healing that you're going through. So to accelerate that, it was important to have those particular ingredients in, which essential oils do brilliantly.
This is powerful, absolutely powerful. This power pack that you have got here, the B Sport and the B Relieved, 100% therapeutic grade essential oils. No synthetics or fillers. High absorption, feel amazing on the skin. And remembering as well that the olfactory system or scent plays a huge role in our nervous system regulation. It's been proven. Now, with $119 free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee, and your free Be Aware, valued at $35 as Cheryl's gift to you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back the other side of this.
These are shocking pictures.
Yes, they're quite traumatic actually. I was trapped in the car for over an hour. It was just horrific.
Esther Steele considers herself lucky to have survived this car accident. Cut from the wreckage, she was flown to hospital. What injuries did you end up with?
I ended up with a broken pelvis in 2 places. I had nerve damage to my face, and I also had severe bruising all over especially my arm and also my leg.
She was taking 22 pills a day to help manage the pain. She started using Be Relieved and says she was able to cut back to just 2.
Within 3 weeks, I was able to hobble around quite well. So I give credit to the oils. They're very powerful. They're miracle oils.
Yeah.
Ida Glavich is another Be Relieved believer. She calls it the magic oil.
It works, so could be mind over matter, but I don't think so.
Ida used it on her next-door neighbour, Mary-Ann Mahmood. The 5-year-old had had tummy pains for 3 days. She'd been to hospital, to the doctors and to have an ultrasound. But Ida says it wasn't until she rubbed the oil on Mary-Ann the pain disappeared.
I mean, she slept all night that night. After 3 nights not sleeping, it was heaven for Mum as well as her.
Oh, I love that, seeing that little girl. And there are so many stories about children who intuitively, after it's worked for them the first time, I've been told that they have, even if they can't speak or have language, they will go and point to the Be Relieved.
Well, they'll actually lift up their top, which is quite amazing, and point at their tummy, saying, I have a tummy ache, and they'll point. So children and animals are quite intelligent. We've had some animals that have gone to the coffee table and have actually taken the bottle off the coffee table to have it applied, with some of them that had significant pain levels. They'd had cancer, and nothing that the vet was giving them was actually working. So it's really quite amazing. You know, children and animals are some of the best to give you the best feedback on your product.
And what about coming into winter, Cheryl? I mean, both of these are going to be working hand in hand in overtime, aren't they?
Well, they do. I think we feel the pain more in winter, and the cold does that to us, and we need more sleep anyway. So you'll find that in wintertime you're going to be using it quite often, and it's really lovely to know that you've got something there. You put it beside your bed. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you can actually apply it again if you're feeling in pain, for people that really have significant pain issues.
Yeah, no, I've been there, I've done it. It's by my bedside and I will not be without it. Now, I want to talk about the add-on, which is the Be Aware that we've got just over there, Cheryl, briefly. That was a massive hit last time we did a show, so much so that you've had to go into production for more.
I think people love to experience aromatherapy and essential oils, and the Be Aware really is, some of the oils are taken from Be Sport, so they're the stimulating oils, they're the ones that actually focus you, so they're the same therapeutic grade essential oils that are actually in it, but they're very much for focus. They're
Pass
very
me a
much.
bottle, love, so I can have I just need to have a hold and get in there. I need a sniff, actually. I do need a sniff.
They actually do affect the brain. That's what happens in aromatherapy. The essential oils can actually stimulate and keep you focused and get you going for the day. So this is your get up and go.
Because you know what, the thing with scent or aroma is, as you know, it bypasses the all of the synapses, everything, and goes straight to
the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you've got things like rosemary is for remembrance. If we think of Anzac Day, rosemary is in this product too. So therefore, we have a lot of people that are studying, children that are studying, and they love to have the Be Aware because it actually helps them to remember when they're studying or when they're needing to be more focused at school.
Stimulating focus. I love that. Inner strength and achievement. I'm feeling powerful already. $35 that would be, but that is coming as your gift with purchase from Ms. Cheryl today. But you've got to order. I'm going to give you an opportunity to jump on the numbers on your screen. You can, of course, go to aroma.com.au and have a scout around Cheryl's site and see everything that's on there. You'll fall in love once you've been hooked by the Be Relief, Be Sport. I know I'm going to hear from you. I want the Be Calm. I want the Be Uplifted. I want everything. $119. From $139, free delivery and a 30-day money-back guarantee. We'll be back.
Pain doesn't just slow us down, it steals our joy. It keeps us from doing what we love, from moving freely, from feeling like ourselves. But what if you could take back control? What if relief was just a few drops away? Introducing Be Relieved and Be Sport. Powerful, fast-acting and completely natural pain relief solutions that work where you need them most. These blends aren't just soothing, they're backed by science. Traditionally used in aromatherapy, these essential oils have anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic and analgesic properties that help reduce pain, ease muscle tension and support faster recovery. Without pills, without side effects, without waiting. And here's the proof. Thermal imaging technology shows exactly how these blends penetrate deep into the muscles and joints, increasing circulation, boosting oxygen flow, and helping your body heal itself, naturally and effectively. You can actually see the difference. Apply directly to the area where you feel pain. No waiting, no guessing, fast-acting drug-free relief. Because your body deserves better. It supports your body's natural healing ability so you can keep moving, keep living, keep doing what you love. This is for anyone tired of living with daily aches and discomfort. If you're looking for real relief that's fast, effective and natural, this is it. Right now, for a limited time, we have an exclusive deal just for our viewers. Call now or visit the website to order. But hurry because stock is running low. Call now. Don't let pain control your life. Take back your movement, take back your freedom, and experience the power of scientifically backed natural relief today. Balanced Essentials, because you deserve to move freely, live fully, and feel your best naturally.
You do. You deserve it. But are you sitting there and thinking, I don't know, Nick, I've given up. I've tried everything. I think we all get to that moment where we think enough is enough, don't we? You know, the tension's too much. The sleep's not deep. Every joint is just seeming to protest. But what if you could just press restart or reset and do it naturally with plant power that has stood the test of time? Your body is always talking to you, and I think you need to listen, okay? Whether it's the tightness across your shoulders or the deeper ache that you might get in the hip or the pounding head when life just gets too loud and busy, the body never lies to you. You need to stop and you need to listen. But what if there was a way to gently ease all of that tension naturally, instantly, and without chemicals? That is what Cheryl and Balanced Essentials is all about. You've come to the right place. Now, you have the amazing pack today of the Be Relieved and Be Sport. She's had to restock it since our last show. She's had to remanufacture. I think this is just proving that this bundle, particularly in winter, is the bee's knees. Now, Cheryl has been for nearly 30 years. She has been changing so many lives here in Australia. And she is joining me here today to tell you all about these two products, and both of them backed by science, listed as therapeutic, which is just mind-blowing, by the government agency, who want to make sure that all claims are true and accurate. Cheryl, I mean, they are fierce when it comes down to
they are,
policing.
Especially when it comes to any natural product. We very much a target. And I think, compared to pharmaceuticals, if you're going to use something, why not try something natural first rather than having to go down that road?
Yeah.
And that's what I love, that you can try it. And honestly, I'd say 95% of people are really happy with that option there and really pleased.
And you've had lots of feedback.
Oh, thousands of customers, thousands of testimonials. It's been absolutely incredible.
And people discuss, people get really raw and honest and open with you. Cheryl's that person that just tends to draw it out of you. Cheryl will say hi, and before you know it, it's like, we'll ring up and say, I don't know, my relationship's suffering, I'm in so much pain, I can't be bothered with the world, I can't move, I can't play with the grandkids, the dog's sitting in the backyard, hasn't been on a walk for 3 years. You hear all of that, don't you?
We're very lucky because we have so many customers that actually let us know how it worked for them. And I think because they get amazed by it, that and it's been for years and years we've had this. So
many testimonials.
Incredibly lucky to get that feedback.
And Cheryl's the type of person that she'll ask you how you are and you'll just absolutely spew your deepest, darkest of what's going on that's wrong with you, and because she's so compassionate and she really knows that her products can help you. And you know, testimonial after testimonial, Esther here, Esther overjoyed, you know, she was living in chronic pain. Thank you so much for creating it. And these are just the ones that we've put up on graphics, guys. There are tombs and tombs, there are piles and piles of massive lever arch files that I've had in the studio on a show maybe 10, 15 years ago even.
It's been a very long time, and each and every day I'm getting testimonials in.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they give me feedback.
Yeah.
We know what the product does, but to actually have that feedback and to be able to help people, often they've got questions.
Yeah.
They're unsure of what to do. And you do tend to get their life stories, and I think, you know, that's
what
where
a
I've been very
privilege.
lucky. It's a real privilege for me, and I've been doing it for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been the most amazing thing, that it's nearly 30 years now.
Now, here's what, nearly 30 years, gosh, where does time go? Here's what Be Relief will help you with. And you do need both of these. They work same, but different, in different ways. So this one is your muscular aches and pains, your mild arthritis. Think about how your joints and your fingers are feeling right now, and your hip and other areas. Cuts, scratches and minor skin wounds. It is perfect to have in your first response kit, particularly if you've got little ones around as well, or grandkids. Minor burns, bruise pain and swelling. You know, every time you bash into something, you bash into your coffee table, or you get yourself on that door handle that you didn't see coming. Fantastic for stuff like that. Your period pain. Think about also your premenstrual tension. How are you feeling in the run-up to your cycle? You're getting antsy, you're getting sleeplessness, you're getting a little bit of anxiety. Digestive spasms and discomfort. Think about your tummy, headaches, stress, and again, the mild anxiety. $119. Now, I'm going to show you some. I'm going to get the Be Relieved out here, and, you know, there's no real right. I'll tell you how to do it. You put it like this.
It's very simple.
Yeah. Oh, see that? Hang on. Oh, I've got too much here, but let me show you. You know what just popped out? Can you see that? That is a crystal. Every single one of these has a crystal infused in it. And again, if you are into your energy medicine, you will understand that crystals have a frequency. And is it rose quartz that's in that one?
That's a rose quartz that's in that particular
one. Now, I've got far too much.
And
of course, I've got far too much.
that usually shows that the bottle is normally fairly empty, but in that case, it's unusual because they normally come out at the very last drop.
Now, I've put far too much on there, but you get the idea. That's the consistency.
And that's why I find people do tend to tip.
Yeah.
The best way is hold your hand over and make sure that it won't come out, just enough, a little bit.
But can I be secretly honest with you?
Yeah.
I love what it does to my skin. I love having a lot, like lather, because it absorbs in.
It absorbs in.
I love the feeling and the smell. It's like my signature smell.
Exactly. It has a really lovely smell, and it's great for your skin because of the fact that it moisturises. Now, most of the time, except when you've really overdone it, you'll find it goes in within, a few minutes. And then you'll be going, where is it?
Where is it?
It's disappeared.
Yeah.
But your skin is a lot more moisturised, and it's a lot more protected because you've actually moisturised and you've allowed the oils to go deeply into the body. And they do end up in the circulation. They go throughout the body. They can affect the organs. So many benefits with essential oils.
In 3 to 5 minutes. Think about if you've got that, next time you've got that raging migraine, something at the back of the head, just get in there with it. Now, that's one half of the pack. That was the Be Relieved. Let's have a look at the Be Sport Do, because we do need to, and Cheryl will clarify why we need both in a moment. So again, because you've got similar oils in here, they do similar, same, but different things. Muscular aches and pains, mild joint pain and stiffness, muscle cramps, mild arthritis, rheumatic aches and pains, bruise pain and swelling, cold hands and feet. Think about my people out there. who suffer with diabetes, who have the cold peripherals, stress and anxiety, tiredness and fatigue. And this was tested under thermal imaging. Again, this is evidential. This is the evidence that we see here, backing this up. We're looking at the white hot areas. The white hot areas you see on the left there, that is your pain. That is going down your lower lumbar, thinking about it, going down and where that's going to refer to. And within 3 to 5 minutes on the right-hand side, that white hand pain, white hot pain has dissipated. That is a miracle.
That really is incredible for people to know. And most people would have no idea that essential oils can be absorbed that quickly. And that's what I love. If you take a tablet, you've got to wait a certain amount of time. But these work and begin to work within 3 to 5 minutes of application. When you first get them, it's great to have one each, because that way you can see which one works the very best for you, whether you use one at night time, one during the day. You will understand more about your body from using both of these, and then you can go from there and say, okay, well, I'll keep the Be Relieved. For night time, I'll buy 2 of those. I'll buy 2 of the Sports. So it gives people the option of learning about these products.
And also, conversely, some people may find stimulating things calming.
Well, that's the interesting thing. The majority of people will find stimulating oils stimulating.
Yeah.
And you'll know that when you have coffee at night time and you can't sleep. But there are people, and I've probably found about 1 in 10 people can be an opposite, and they will actually go to sleep on a stimulating blend. And like having coffee at night, they'll actually sleep better. So that's why it's well worth trying the both to know what you are like, which one's going to work. And of course, Be Sport does help a lot with areas lower back and the feet, especially in the people that have
I've got
diabetes.
a producer in my ear that is prone to have a coffee in the middle of the night when he wakes up, and it sees him off to sleep, because I used to share with him. But this is your opportunity to get the pack, and it's a wonderful deal. At the end of the day, $119. You've got the 30-day money-back guarantee. Try it. And you also have the gift of the Be Aware. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you shortly.
Pain doesn't just slow us down, it steals our joy. It keeps us from doing what we love, from moving freely, from feeling like ourselves. But what if you could take back control? What if relief was just a few drops away? Introducing Be Relieved and Be Sport. Powerful, fast-acting and completely natural pain relief solutions that work where you need them most. These blends aren't just soothing, they're backed by science. Traditionally used in aromatherapy, these essential oils have anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic and analgesic properties that help reduce pain, ease muscle tension and support faster recovery. Without pills, without side effects, without waiting. And here's the proof. Thermal imaging technology shows exactly how these blends penetrate deep into the muscles and joints, increasing circulation, boosting oxygen flow, and helping your body heal itself, naturally and effectively. You can actually see the difference. Apply directly to the area where you feel pain. No waiting, no guessing, fast-acting drug-free relief. Because your body deserves better. It supports your body's natural healing ability so you can keep moving, keep living, keep doing what you love. This is for anyone tired of living with daily aches and discomfort. If you're looking for real relief that's fast, effective and natural, this is it. Right now, for a limited time, we have an exclusive deal just for our viewers. Call now or visit the website to order. But hurry, because stock is running low. Call now. Don't let pain control your life. Take back your movement, take back your freedom, and experience the power of scientifically backed natural relief today. Balanced Essentials, because you deserve to move freely, live fully, and feel your best naturally.
Well, that's it. We're almost at the end of the show, and it's not a decision you have to make. It's not either or. You're getting both, and they do last as well. You're getting quality, Be Relieved, Be Sport, and a $35 gift. Can you pass me that bottle quickly, Cheryl? Of the Be Aware, which is fantastic if you want to, help with a little bit of focus, or you need a bit of a pick-me-up, then the Be Aware is there for you. And I've got to be honest with you, this has been Cheryl's winter humdinger bill. She bought it back. You said, Nikki, I need to bring it back. You did. You said it's been so popular, I want to do it again.
It's been going out the door. I've been really amazed how well it's done. And people love it because it's something that they can use, something a little different they can carry in their bag. They can put some on their wrists. They can have a smell of it. They can put a bit onto their temples.
Yeah.
It will help with study and focus, and also remembering too. It helps boost the memory in that way.
And thank you so much. It's been lovely. And don't forget to share your stories. We want to hear your reviews. Share them with Cheryl. Go to aroma.com.au, pick up yours today. It will come to you free delivery. You've got the 30-day money-back guarantee. And don't forget you're getting the free $35 gift. Good luck and be well with your winter bundle. And we will see you very soon. Cheryl, thank you. Thank you to
Nikki.
all of you at home. And enjoy your Balanced Essentials.
Balanced Essentials, because you deserve to move freely, live fully, and feel your best naturally.